I'm running for mayor because I want the same thing that I have and want for my family that I want for your family. I was born and raised in Whitehaven. I'm the son of 2 educators. I'm married to an educator. I have a proven track record of getting the tough jobs done. When I was at Havenview Junior High School at age 14 on October 23rd, 1989, I met the love of my life, Tammy Turner. Tammy had turned me down to dance twice, but I wrote a note to her, Joe, in class, and I wrote on that note, Tammy, would you go with me? Circle yes, circle no. And she circled yes. And I told Tammy she was going to be my wife, and I held true to that promise. She circled yes, and on October 5, 2023, I'm asking Memphians to circle yes to me being the next mayor. I'm going to pass the note again to Hickory Hill, to Whitehaven, to East Memphis, to Orange Mound, Binghamton, South Memphis, North Memphis. And I will ask all Memphians to circle yes to Van Turner being the next mayor of this great city. And just like I've upheld and I've upheld that commitment to Tammy for all these years, when I was 14, asking her to circle yes to going with me and being my wife, if Memphis circles yes to Van Turner being the next mayor, I'll uphold that commitment to Memphis. I'll work every day in my administration to make this the best city that it can be, to give this city what it needs, that's true leadership. I have the proven track record of getting the tough jobs done. Memphis is a tough job right now, and I'll get that tough job done as well. Circle yes. You know, I didn't know that it was such a difficult task to meet the basic needs that the city has to meet with the budget that it passes. So basically there's an $800 million budget that was passed, but it's meeting just the basic needs of the city, and we need much more, and the city requires much more. The roads need to be paved, the potholes need to be filled, the infrastructure needs to be fixed. We need more pay because we need more first responders, which includes officers. And right now, the sales tax is at its height, right? Property taxes are tough because we're just coming out of a pandemic and no one has the ability now to pay more. The state has outlawed all other forms of taxes. We can't have a payroll tax, we can't have a road tax, that's it. So the question is, where can we get the additional revenue to really support the needs of the city? Because right now, the current budget is not meeting the needs of the city. And so you're gonna have to work hard as the next mayor to find the resources to really support the city services in the way that they need to be supported. Well, I have a proven track record of getting the tough jobs done. And so if you look at my history in public service, you see what I'm talking about. For years, the Confederate monuments stood, and no one thought that those monuments would ever come down. In fact, and everybody knows it's a true story, 100 years ago or so, the Daughters of the Confederacy moved the remains of General Forrest and Mary Forrest from Elmwood to Health Sciences Park to solidify that the monument should never be moved and that the remains would never be moved. That was one of the toughest jobs ever in this city, with a legislature that was against you, law that was against you, and no one thought that we can get it done. We got it done. We got that done with a comprehensive strategy, team effort, everyone working together. And that type of approach is what it's going to take to get the tough jobs done in Memphis. If we were able to do it with that, and again, everybody's saying that crime is so bad, we can't get it under control. Infrastructure is so bad, we can't get it under control. Yes, we can. We can do it. We can find the resources. We can come together and we can get those tough jobs done as well. I've done it in the past, and I can do it again. Let's start with the ladies first, or the lady first. I would say Maxine Smith. My daughter now attends the Maxine Smith STEAM Academy. I knew Miss Smith personally. She raised me in the NAACP. And if you know anything about Memphis, you can't say Memphis without saying Maxine Smith. She basically integrated this city. She broke the back of Jim Crow in Memphis as a leader in NAACP, and I've tried my best to follow her footsteps. I think if I look to any one male, I would say Saul Bells. He just passed. Saul was a lawyer's lawyer, and although he was Jewish and I'm African American, we just formed a bond, and it was never broken. Just 9 days ago, Saul and I kind of communicated, and he was supportive, and now he's gone. But he taught me something the first day I met him as a young attorney at Glencler Brown. He said, "Son, have a seat. I'm gonna teach you something, and don't ever forget this lesson." He said, "The world is one big high school. Never underestimate the pettiness of people." What he said those many, many years ago hold true. He was a great attorney. He was a great civic leader. He was a great husband, a great father. He taught me to make everything special with your wife. Even if it's small, make it special. So these are life lessons, along with being a great attorney. He had all these life lessons that he taught me, so I was sorry to see that he passed, but if he touched other lives like he touched my life, then I know that he's left back a great legacy.